Welcome, my dear viewer, to the Leadership Challenge show here on EBN. It's another wonderful time to engage in conversation on matters of leadership. We are passionate about it. We desire to see the best leadership for this country. But lately we have been talking about the leader and his health or her health, and we want to delve deeper into this discussion so that we can see how our leaders will be able to enjoy good health as they perform their duties of leadership. And of course, we are entering a very busy time for those who seek elective posts in our country. And I believe our conversation today will help a leader to remain in good health even as they run their campaign programs. So welcome, all of you watching. Thank you for joining us. And if you want to talk to us, we want to bring your views across to us, find the number on the screen and begin to text, or go to YouTube and tweet. Go to YouTube and leave your comment, or to Facebook and leave your comment. There's a short code number on the screen also. You can send a text and we will be able to respond to all the views that you and comments you send to us. With us again, we have a specialist on matters of health, a researcher on health and nutrition, and a specialist in capacity building, Joyce Nzamalu. Welcome again to EBN Studios.
Thank you.
It's always good to have you. Last time you really talked so deeply on matters of health, and it is good that you are here again, that we may engage further and see how we can help our people maintain good health. Last time we talked about supplements a little bit, and I would like you to greet us and bring us to speed on the issue of supplements. Then we can enter into the discussion of today.
Thank you for the opportunity. Welcome, viewer, and we are again on it, the leader and his health. Last time we talked about supplements and the importance of supplementing our meals, because most of our meals are not, they don't have the right nutrients that the body needs. And as a leader, you need such nutrients so that you can run your race very well and very successfully. So supplements are very key in our diet, and I urge every leader and even the public in general that we engage in supplementing a lot in whatever we do.
As we get busy in our leadership engagements, how quickly do we deplete the nutrients that we have in our bodies, so that we may need to, if we know the speed at which we need to re-energize, I think it will help the viewer so much. When somebody is very busy, how fast do you deplete what you've stored as the body soldiers in the body?
Now, when one is busy, the nutrients are used up very fast. Because some of us are working, we use a lot of energy.
Yeah.
We use a lot of mental energy, and mental energy, by the way, it takes a lot of our nutrients, and people may not know. Mental, even more than the physical work that we do.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
There are people who are in offices and they are working a lot, and you just see them sitting, but they are working a lot because they are working with their brains. Their brains are running very fast.
Yes.
And if the cells are not replenished, they are not nourished, then they will get fatigue, they will get stress and all that. That is why their meals should be very well supplemented, so that they don't get such migraines, such headaches, such fatigue. All this comes about because of lack of the right nutrients in our meals.
As we get very busy in our leadership programs and our work in the leadership field, do you think, as a nutritionist, that we eat, the food that we eat will give us what we are lacking in the body, or what we have already used up?
Sometimes Yes, sometimes no. Depends with the individual.
Yeah.
You remember the other discussion we had, we were talking about how busy these individuals sometimes can get.
They can get.
And if they have meetings in between, how
Yeah.
how the thing that, or the activity that gets sacrificed is normally the meals. So if they don't eat well, like the 3 meals, the 3 important meals, of
Yeah.
course there are those who are ailing with diabetes and all that. They need to eat like 5 times a day. But eat very little, like 5 times a day. But for the common person, 3 meals a day. But do we do that? And if we eat the 3 meals, are they in the right proportions? And if they're in the right proportions, do they have the right nutrients? Yeah.
Okay, so for busy people, maybe they just grab a cup of tea in the morning and eat nothing.
Yeah.
How detrimental is that?
Very detrimental
Yeah.
to their health, because in the other time we said in the morning you eat like a king. Eating like a king means that you eat a lot of food, all the food, the bodybuilding foods, the vitamins, the carbohydrates, the proteins, everything. You need to, your meal in the morning should encompass all that, so that, because you need energy in the day.
Yeah.
A lot of energy in the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And today, I think our discussion will major on the marauding sicknesses that will easily jump on leaders simply because of their lifestyle and how busy they are. And today, my dear viewer, I will really want us to give attention to a rampant cancer that is affecting men, the prostate cancer. And I believe, Joyce, you are ready to talk about this.
I will.
So please introduce to us, when we are talking about prostate cancer, how does it begin? Where does this all begin?
Thank you. Now, when we talk about prostate cancer, we are talking about the prostate gland. And maybe we should now, I will start by explaining what it is, where it is, so that as we delve deeper, we will now see its conditions and all that.
Yeah.
Now, the prostate gland is a very important gland in men. It is found in men only. And it is situated between the bladder, where the urine is stored, and the main male organ.
Yeah.
That is where the passage of the urine.
Yes.
That is where the prostate gland is. One thing to note is that it's a round kind of a gland, weighing around 20 grams.
Yeah, how big is that?
20 grams, like a walnut or like a golf ball.
Oh, okay.
Like a golf ball or a walnut.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it is that big, 20 grams. And another thing to note is that the urethra, the passage of the urine, where the urine passes. Yes. The urethra is the tube, that carries the urine from the bladder to the passage. Yes. Now that tube, it's good for viewers to note that it passes right at the center of the prostate gland. Yes. It cuts right at the center. So in the middle. In the middle. Yes. So we have some of the gland on the one side and some of the gland on the other side. And then the urethra is passing through. Cutting through. Yeah.
So how do the problems begin?
Now, let me talk about the function of the prostate gland.
Yes.
Now, the function of the prostate gland is to secrete the fluid that nourishes and protects the sperm.
The sperm.
So it's a very important.
The male seed.
The male seed.
Yes.
It's a very important gland in reproduction. It is the one that secretes that semen that nourishes and protects
the fluid.
The sperm. Yeah. So it's called the seminal fluid.
Yeah.
It produces that. That is its function.
That is its function.
Yes.
Okay.
Now you are asking where the problems begin. Now what happens is that men, when they reach the age of 40 and thereabout, for reasons that are either hormonal or God knows why, the gland itself decides, it starts to enlarge naturally.
Oh.
Yes. It just decides to enlarge in many people. Yeah. Not really in everybody.
Not in everybody, but in majority of people.
But again, we'll realize that the enlargement depends again on the diet. This rolls back to diet.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Really?
The other time you were talking about the Kenya being a meat, a nyama choma kind of a society.
Nation, yes.
Now, red meat is a very funny meat, because it is the one that is it is one of the factors that is responsible for enlargement of the prostate gland.
Red meat.
Red meat, yes.
Okay.
Yes, so people are prone to a lot of red meat and all that. They are more likely to have their gland enlarging.
Okay.
Yes. So this gland, when it starts to enlarge, you realize that we said the urethra cuts through the gland.
Yes.
So what happens as it enlarges, it kind of squeezes the urethra.
Oh,
and that is where
the tube.
Yes, the tube now.
The tube.
Because with the enlargement, the tube will be squeezed in between.
Okay.
And that is where the problem begins.
Oh.
Now people start...
So just a minute before you continue.
Yes.
You say that it begins somewhere after 40.
Yes.
And naturally begins to enlarge.
Naturally begins to enlarge. Scientists have been looking into this thing. Why does it enlarge?
Yeah.
Some say it is its cells multiply abnormally.
Oh.
They are called epithelial cells in the gland. They're all the episomal episomal tissues or something.
Okay. So okay. My question is, at what rate? At what rate does it continue expanding? Does it expand all of a sudden so that within 2 years it's too large? Or, okay, please describe the rate of enlargement.
It is something that is gradual.
It's gradual.
Sometimes you can start with a condition we call prostatitis. Now, prostatitis is a condition of the prostate, and it is an infection in the prostate. An inflammation, normally caused by urine in the bladder getting into the prostate.
Yes.
Bacteria in the urine.
Yes. Getting
into the gland. That is when we get now that infection.
Oh.
It starts there.
Yeah.
Now that is easily treated with antibiotics.
Okay.
But sometimes
prostatitis,
yes.
Okay.
Is an inflammation of the prostate gland.
Yes.
It's an infection of the prostate gland.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. So when that happens, you realize you may have some pain in the bladder. You may have some little pain here and there urinating, but it's not that serious. It's not something serious. That is why it is treatable by simple antibiotics and it goes off.
Okay.
But sometimes people don't take action.
Yes.
Because probably
after the infection comes, some people just ignore it.
Yeah, they ignore it.
Are they able to feel that they are unwell?
Yes, you have to feel you are unwell.
Yes.
Sometimes I tell people it's good to listen to your body when you wake up. Even as a leader, however busy you are, your body sends signals when something is wrong.
Every time?
Every time.
Okay.
It must send some signals.
Wonderful.
So prostatitis is a must. You have to get a signal.
What are some of the signals? Please help us, because I know there are so many men that are perturbed by the increase of this cancer, and they really want to know about it.
Yes.
And they are watching you right now.
Yeah, you'll get some pain in the bladder, and some little pain when you are urinating. Those are the most common signs.
Okay.
But now when you don't treat prostatitis, now it continues to enlarge. Now the gland, and it enlarges, and it goes to something they call benign prostatic hyperplasia.
Yeah.
BPH. Benign.
Benign. Yeah.
Benign prostatic hyperplasia. That is now enlarged prostate.
Yes.
Now the signs of this condition is now urine. The stream of the urine now becomes very weak. Slow, very weak. It is not forceful. You remember, like when boys are growing up and they are joking and they
urinate at one another.
Yeah, they urinate at one another. I can urinate at you when you are at that distance.
Even
Let's see who urinates far and such. You realize at
those
that
are games of
stage,
boys. Yes.
Yeah, boys games.
Yes.
You realize at that state, that flow, that force is not there.
Oh.
The flow is very weak. That is one sign. There's frequent urination. Frequent urination. You've just urinated and you feel that urge to go back. And that is why now you also feel like the bladder, after you've visited the washroom, you realize the bladder, you feel like it is not completely emptied. Like there's something remaining. Yes. And then there is, of course, there is pain in the bladder. There is a lot of waking up at night to go to the washroom and back. There are many, many signs. Now, at that point, somebody should know that something is wrong. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the enlargement is gradual. Because that is really what people want to know.
It is gradual.
But if there is an infection, it can accelerate somehow. And so the prostatitis and the BEP, is it BPH? Is there a clear line between these two kind of conditions?
Yeah, there is, because with prostatitis, the moment you take the right antibiotics, it should clear. It doesn't take long.
Okay.
But benign, the BPH is a bit tricky. It may heal, it may not heal.
With the antibiotics.
But the good thing, the word benign, the BENIGN, it means something not cancerous. By the way, it means something not cancerous, which means if somebody takes action at that stage, they may not go to the last stage, which is now the prostate cancer.
Okay.
They may not reach that state.
All right.
Yeah. But you know, now people dilly-dally with their health because maybe they are busy, they don't have time to visit. Men. Yes, especially men. And that kind of an ego that they don't want to visit a clinic to be checked, and many rarely go for checkups, even normal checkups. They will not go, and they may not even share that I'm going through this and that and that.
Yes.
Yeah. So if it is not treated, that is now when it now graduates to prostate cancer. By the way, benign is the opposite of malignant. Malignant is something cancerous, benign is something not cancerous. But when people don't take action, then it turns to malignant.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Wow. My dear viewer, and you know very well, in this country, of course, we have not achieved the two-third gender rule. So definitely majority of leaders are men.
Sure.
And if men, we do not take care of ourselves, then it appears that we'll be affecting the progress of the country so drastically. So, of course, towards the end of this program, we'll be giving you numbers and contacts with our sister Joyce and Nzamalu. We are taking a short break. When we return, we will delve into the discussion on how we can prevent these conditions when they set on in our bodies. Don't go very far. We'll be right back. So welcome back, my dear viewer, here on Leadership Challenge Show. We are talking about leadership, leaders and their health. And today we are focusing more on the health of men. And we have even narrowed further into one condition that we call the prostate cancer. And we want to know its origin, how it begins, and how finally it becomes cancerous, and what we can do in prevention. Welcome back. And Joyce, thank you for talking to EBN TV on this very disturbing kind of a condition that is attacking men. So we have said we have the prostatitis, and then we have the BPH. Okay, so now, if we are there between those two, or with those two, what do we need to do so that this is curtailed? It does not continue.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, with prostatitis, we've said simple antibiotics clears that condition.
Okay.
Now, with benign prostatic hyperplasia, which is actually the enlarged prostate, It is tricky because, again, we said it will depend on what time it was realized and the action that was taken. Because the treatment ranges from antibiotics to surgery. Yes, even surgery. By the way, prostate can be removed. The prostate gland can be removed, but the repercussions are they are not good.
Really?
You remember the work we said it does in reproduction?
Yes, yes.
Yes, so when it is removed, you realize that you don't have semen. Semen may not be there. You get erectile dysfunctions. Yes, and when it is removed, you can't control your urine. That is the danger. That is why I say...
Really?
Yes, you can't control the urine. The urine passage. So you have to now look for other ways to contain the urine. Either have a catheter for the rest of your life and all that. That is why it's very key for men. However busy you are, take care of that gland. It's very important.
But I think I have met some men that had the gland removed and they back to normal. Maybe
they did some other medications.
Really?
Yeah, but those are the repercussions. Erectile dysfunctions, the most common, and lack of control of the urine. You can't control the urine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, before we get to those drastic, results,
now,
and
the control,
how do we go about it to make sure we don't reach there?
The control, number one, diet. Your diet should not contain red meat when you are in that state. Avoid red meats.
By all means?
By all means.
Okay.
And dairy foods. Red meat and dairy foods.
Milk products.
Milk products and all that. Again, avoid alcohol.
Okay.
I know many of our leaders, many of our Kenyan people
they like the bottle.
They love the bottle. The alcohol is very bad. And many other foods.
Yes.
So it is good to eat healthy. And also research for yourself.
Yes.
By the way, nowadays there is information all over.
Yes.
On the net, in the internet, in the Google a lot of information. I know Google sometimes has the wrong information.
Yeah.
But at least with what your body is telling you, you can get what to do. You can know what to do.
Yeah.
So it's good also for people to start researching for themselves on their body, depending on how the body says it is telling you. Because the body speaks. Your body speaks. Why do you wake up and say, today I feel tired? Because the body has spoken. Why do you wake up and say, I feel ABCD? Because the body has spoken. So let us start listening. Train ourselves to listen and to know our bodies. To know your body and listen to your body. So that you know what you're supposed to do. So there are foods that can help manage. We have pumpkin seeds.
The pumpkin seed?
They are very key.
Okay.
Prostate, the key medicine, the key herbal medicine for prostate is the pygeum.
The pygeum, what is that?
Pygeum,
now you can
it's called
Prunus
africana, commonly known as Prunus africana. It's the bark of that tree that is cut, it is dried and then ground. Fat powder, Prunus africana or pygeum. It treats prostate cancer and enlarged prostate. Yes.
Okay.
So at the stage of BPH, you can start managing that condition so that it doesn't graduate to the cancer.
Yeah.
Because from prostatitis we have the BPH, then we have the prostate cancer. Yes.
Okay.
It is the last. And by the way, prostate is one of the most common cancer in men currently.
Yes, of course. I think it is the leading cancer in men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is one of the leading. I don't think it's the leading. There's I don't know. But it is one of the most.
Well, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
cancer in men nowadays.
Most rampant.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's take care of that gland through taking those pumpkin seeds, through green tea. By the way, green tea is very nice.
Yeah, green tea.
Yes, green tea is very nice for prostate, for the
prostate.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Pumpkins, pygeum, green tea, moringa, it's very good. I think moringa, when you look up moringa in the net, you realize moringa has wide, they say it takes it takes care of over 300 conditions in the body.
They call it a miracle plant.
A miracle tree.
The miracle tree.
But the funny thing is, many people have that tree at home,
Yeah.
but they don't take it. They don't use it. They take it, they cut it down, and it grows again.
Yes.
And the moringa seed, it is very good for inflammation. The inflammation that you get from the prostate, you know, that pain.
Yeah.
Just chew the seeds. It goes off kabisa.
It goes off kabisa.
Kabisa, yes.
Okay, now, I will really want you to be a little bit step by step in covering them. So begin with the pruners and the work it does, then the pumpkin seed and the work it does, and then cover all of for them, because now I know you have done a lot of research on supplements.
Yes.
Please, one at a time.
Let's start with the pygium.
Yes.
The pygium is the
Prunus africana. Yes.
Now, Prunus africana, it is known to treat inflammation, and inflammation is the pain that comes up with the gland enlarging. It treats that.
Yes.
It is known to kill the epithelial cells, the extra epithelial cells. I told you it enlarges because of the multiplication, abnormal multiplication of the epithelial cells.
Yes.
So that tree, that bark of that tree, it kills those cells, those extra cells, so that gradually the gland comes back to normal.
Comes back to normal slowly. Okay.
But one thing I want to caution my viewer.
And it is proven that it will do that.
It will do that.
Okay.
It will do that.
Yes.
I have a lot of people who have gone through that, and I've given them, and I've seen the change.
Wow.
But what happens, you know, sometimes we take the herbal medication, like the conventional medication, which doesn't work. Doesn't work.
Yes.
You will not take pruners for 2 days, like you do Panadol, and expect to get change. Doesn't work like that.
Okay.
I think that is where the discrepancy.
And my dear viewer, I think you really need to hear that.
Yes.
If you are going to supplements, herbal supplements, you will not take them like the Panadol, and you fix it.
Yeah, and you fix it.
So what should be done?
You take that tree, you take that powder for almost 1 or 2 months, continually and consistently.
Continuously 2 months without breaking.
Without breaking.
Yes.
And then your body will tell you. The body will send signs. It will speak that I'm feeling better. Even as you wake up, you feel I'm getting better. Yeah. So it is not the way we fix our headache with Panadol, 1 times 3 or 2 times 3, and 2 or 3 days we are done.
Yeah.
It's not like that.
No. Okay.
Supplements you take for over a period of time.
Okay.
2 months, 3 months, and then they change. Again, the change will be sort of kind of permanent. Yes, it's not like the headache that will go and then come back.
And then come back.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because
I think now we are getting it now.
Because when you take the supplements over and over, they are trying to rectify not just the gland, but other things in the body.
Okay.
Are you getting it?
Yes.
It rectifies a lot of things in the body, so that it now gives you your body again. Your body again in a new form.
Yeah.
So that I tell people, this body, this is what you wear every morning. Take care of it, so that when you wear it every morning, you realize you are proud, you are upbeat, you are energetic, and all that. We take care of it. It is the shell, it is the temple that we use to work, to do all kind of things. Yeah. Okay. So I was talking about the pygium.
Yeah. Take it for like 2 months.
Take it for like 2 months, 2 or 3 months.
Continuously,
then you realize the change.
In a
not only
very
the
disciplined
pygium,
way. Yes.
All supplements, all natural supplements.
Okay.
That is the trend. So I see people come to my outlets, and they are like, I want moringa, 50 grams. I want these 50 grams. Okay, you give them, but I tell them that it may not help. 50 grams is not enough. It may not help you.
Yeah.
So keep buying, keep eating these supplements 2 to 3 months, especially when you are consistent. Definitely you must get that.
Okay. So that is Prunus africana.
That is Prunus africana.
And if you take it for 2 months,
yes,
in the right proportions, you
talking of proportions, let me give my viewer the dosage.
Yes.
Because sometimes with these herbals, people overdose themselves.
Oh, okay.
With the Prunus africana, you take 70 to 200 milligrams.
70 to 200
milligrams
mgs
twice a day.
Twice a day.
Yes.
Okay.
But you know what I ask people, how do you take it? They tell me, I take 1 teaspoonful. Do you know 1 teaspoonful is 1,000 grams?
It's 1,000 grams.
1,000 grams.
Yes.
So it's like somebody wants to take a lot and then fix the problem in 1 week.
Yes.
It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
Take the required grammage for that period, for the longest period.
So 70 to 200 is very small.
It's like a quarter, almost less than a quarter of the teaspoonful.
That is now Prunus africana. Okay, the next one.
The next one we have green tea.
Green tea.
Green tea is good for immunity.
Yeah.
Because of course when you have those ailings, the immunity is suppressed.
Yes.
Definitely. When you have any sickness,
yeah, the
key culprit is your immunity. It goes down. So green tea is very good for the immunity. It's also very good for the heart because with ailings, the body organs, they are affected. Yeah. Yeah. So we tell people to take the tea instead of milk. By the way, green tea, my viewer, is not taken with tea. We are with milk. Okay. It is done like the strong tea. Just like the strong. Yes. Yeah. So you boil the tea, and the tea is natural. It's not processed. Ours is not processed. You boil it the way it is until it looks like sukuma wiki. Yeah. Yes. And then you take that. If you take that with lemon, that is medicine for immunity. Yeah. For the heart. Yeah. For even the belly. Yeah. And even it helps also squeeze. All these products, they will help squeeze the gland. The gland, the prostate gland back to normal. Back to normal. Okay. Then we have moringa. Moringa has a lot of other properties. Okay. What is the dosage of moringa? Moringa, you eat it like any other food. So you can eat as much as possible. As much as possible. Because moringa, actually, when you have the seed and you plant it, the leaves are eaten like vegetables. Okay. So what is the danger of eating too many vegetables? There's no danger. You can never have enough. You can never have enough. Okay. So with moringa, you eat just the way you want. Both the seed, put it in anything. The seed and the leaves. Now, I'm talking about the leaf powder. The leaf powder. Yeah. Okay. You sprinkle on the food you are eating. You don't cook it. Just sprinkle on top. How much? If it is any amount. Any amount. 2 tablespoonfuls. It's very mild. Yeah. It's not that bitter. Yeah. Yeah. It's very mild. All right. Now the moringa seed, when you eat a lot of them, okay, they are good, but when you eat a lot of them, they can make you diarrhea because they also burn fat. Okay. In the body. Actually, people want to detoxify and to burn fat. If they take the moringa seed on an empty stomach, like 6 or 7 of them, and then you just take water for 3 hours, and tomorrow you do the same. Yeah. It will burn fat and you detox, but you will diarrhea. Yeah. It is used as a painkiller. So with that inflammation and that pain from the gland enlarging, take the seed. Just chew the seed. Okay. Now we are doing all this, my viewer, so that we don't take the conventional medicine. I'm not fighting the people with the chemists, but I want our bodies to be healthy. Because we know every medicine we take or the impact it has in our body. And the body was manufactured to heal itself. To heal itself. So by eating the right way, you help the body to heal. To remain healthy. To remain healthy, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so the seeds are good for inflammation and killing pain, and not just for the prostate. Any pain in the body, even headache, just take 2 seeds the way you do Panadol. Okay. And you realize it goes. Yeah. And it has many other properties. Like the seed also is good for people with low sugar, diabetic people, but low sugar. The seed, yes. Yeah. It is very sugary. When you chew it, it is very sugary. You can stay with that sugar in your mouth for 2 to 3 hours. Yes, yes. Yes, yeah, 2 to 3 hours. I think I've eaten it. I know. And the moment you drink water, you realize that the mouth is very sugary. It's like a concentrate in your mouth. Yes, it fills everywhere. Now, those people who are diabetic and they faint and they have to be given sweets, with the seed, they can never. Because the body will always have sugar. And the good thing, it is natural sugar. It is not conventional sugar. You know, sweets are also not good. They are not good. They are not good. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Okay. So,
Wow, wow, wow. I think yeah, you are saying something before we go for break.
We have pumpkin seed.
Then the pumpkin seed.
The pumpkin seed.
Dosage.
The dosage. The dosage, you eat any amount. It is food. Pumpkin is food. But this is pumpkin seed. It is dried and it is ground. Just like it is roasted and dried and ground. So the powder is very rich in fiber, very rich in zinc and magnesium and manganese that men need.
Yeah.
I told you the other time how during sexual intercourse men lose a lot of zinc. Yes, with the sperms they go with a lot of zinc.
Yeah.
So to replenish that, you need the pumpkin seed.
Wow.
And again, we say the gland is used for reproduction.
Yes.
So pumpkin seed is very, very important. So that you curb the issues of erectile dysfunction. You curb with
they will
pumpkin
not be
seed.
there.
They will not be there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, wow, wow. I think, man, you just need to call Joyce Nzamalu and talk to her and know some of the herbal supplements you can take to remain as fit as possible. We are taking another short break. We will be right back. Welcome back to our last session on the Leadership Challenge show here on EBN TV. I'm glad that you are watching, and I believe you're benefiting a lot. Thank you for keeping us company in our conversation today. We have a researcher together with us, Joyce Nzamalu, and an expert on matters of capacity building, but also having done a lot of research on herbal medication and supplements, is really the right person to answer our questions today. And today we chose to just talk about the prostate gland and the problems that come on the prostate gland. And I'm so happy that Joyce is breaking it down in a way that every man can understand. Maybe to set us off, Joyce, on this third and last session. So the enlargement of the prostate gland is not death sentence.
No, it's not. Yeah. If you take action at that stage, it will not go to the cancer.
And you can bring
stage.
It back to normal functioning?
Yes, to normal functioning.
People and do normal that. Size?
Yes, people do that.
All right.
People do that. Although the enlargement is natural, and researchers, they have not been really able to get why it does that. Especially the speculations of the multiplication of the cells and all that.
Yes.
But people can get it to the normal size, back to the normal size. Yeah.
Okay. So now we had, if you are just joining us, in the previous session we talked about some of the supplements that men can take when they experience the BPH, the benign prostate hyperplasia. And that is simply meaning the enlargement, when the enlargement of the prostate gland has taken place in you. I will want Joyce to take us through the four herbs, the four herbs that she has talked about, and maybe talk to us if there be any side effects on them. So you can, Joyce, take it up and explain to us.
So we started with the Prunas. Prunus africana is the PGM. And I told you about the dosage. 70 milligrams to 200 milligrams twice a day.
Okay.
Now, I told you the advantages that it will help kill some of these epithelial cells that have multiplied, that have increased. And by so doing, makes the gland squeeze.
Yes.
Like back to normal. By the way, as it squeezes, the key thing here is to relieve the urethra.
Oh.
Because that is
so that urine can pass
freely and without any complications.
All right, all right.
So any maybe side effects of this, when you take a lot of the prunas, maybe it is bitter, by the way. When you take a lot, bitter? It will tell you, yeah, it will be very bitter. And again, you will be overdosing yourself. And people have been doing that. And because you're taking for a long period, take the right dosage.
Okay.
The 70 milligrams to 200
milligrams. And because now, before you move from the prunas, because you are an expert in that, anything that you overdose, it begins to weigh down on key body organs. I think you can mention that, why you really should take it in the right proportions.
By the way, when you take a lot of it, with that bitterness, the liver, you know, the liver now will be overburdened.
Okay.
Yes, because it has to secrete a lot of things, and also the kidney. This is just medicine, like the I believe all the medicines for benign, they are from this tree. They are from this tree. When you take a lot of it, you are giving the liver and the kidney a lot of work.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
To secrete and to
so the right proportions again is
70 milligrams to 200
which
milligrams.
Is the equivalent of
like a quarter of the teaspoon.
Never more than a quarter.
Never more than a quarter.
Never more than a quarter. No. So that you remain safe.
Healthy. And then you take for a long period of time.
Okay. So how many times a day?
Twice.
Twice a day, morning and evening. Thank you.
And it is easy to take, by the way. Maybe I can tell them how to take.
Yes, please.
You just take that and put it in hot water.
Hot water.
Warm water, put it in a glass like this, in a cup like this, and put your 70 milligrams, 200 milligrams, and then you take.
Anything to sweeten or anything?
No,
that is really. No need?
There's no need.
There's no need.
There's no need.
Okay.
And by the way, if
so that 70 mgs will not be bitter?
They will not be bitter.
Up to 200, they will not be bitter.
They will not be bitter.
But after that, it will be bitter.
Yeah, after that it will be bitter.
All right.
Then many people have a lot of water in their offices. They have dispensers. They have hot water.
Yes. There.
I tell people, take it to your office. If you are busy, take it to your office so that anytime you want to take, maybe you are 10 o'clock or in the evening, take it.
Okay.
At work.
Now, if maybe somebody is watching and they say, I have not detected anything, but I'm within that age bracket, what do I do to remain safe?
Good. That's a very good question. Then they've had what to do.
Yes.
To reduce on red meat,
yes.
To reduce on alcohol, to reduce on dairy foods, and to supplement. Especially with these, not necessarily the prunas,
yes.
but at least with the rest, especially the pumpkin and the moringa.
So the prunas you take it for treatment.
For treatment.
For treatment.
It is for treatment.
It's for treatment.
If your gland is enlarged already.
And the doctor has already said that.
Yes.
Okay.
And the doctor may not even say it. Your body will tell you. When you go
because
and you get all those signs.
And the frequency
at night. That kind of you visit the washroom, but you feel like that urge to go back, you have not finished all that, and the pain and all that.
Oh, okay, beautiful. So that's when you take prunas.
That is
Africana.
When you take prunas.
Okay, the next one.
Now the next one is the pumpkin seed.
Pumpkin seed.
This is the pumpkin seed powder. Very good. It has a lot of fiber because we don't remove the shell.
Yes.
We crush it. We
or you don't remove the shell of the pumpkin seeds.
No, we don't.
Okay.
Yeah. So this one you eat it like food. You can sprinkle it on your cereals in the morning as much as possible.
Okay.
Put it in your tea. Very good in tea, by the way.
Okay.
Very good in porridge. Even in water. Yes. You can take it the way it is.
Okay.
You can just lick it the way it is.
Oh.
It's very sweet.
Oh, okay.
I
it's
think
very sweet.
Those who are 50s and above 40, we used to eat pumpkin seeds.
Yeah, we used to chew them.
To chew them. They are very sweet. It's a very sweet product.
Beautiful. So this one has no limitation.
Take
it anytime. It's food.
Take it anytime.
All right.
This one has no side effects, by the way. It is food.
It's food.
It's just food.
Okay, all right.
So now the moringa seed. I told you the side effects. If you take a lot, it will make you diarrhea. But it can be used as a painkiller to relieve that pain in the gland area and the groin and all and the blood and all that.
Yeah.
So you just chew 2, just like Panadol, by the way. Chew 2 in the morning, 2 afternoon, 2 in the evening.
Okay.
Just like Panadol.
2. Okay.
And that's all.
All right.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Moringa seed.
Then we have moringa powder, moringa leaf powder,
yes.
the miracle tree.
The miracle tree.
This one you take it anyhow, the way you want it. On anything. I can put it in this water and take it.
Yes.
I can put it in my tea and take it.
Yes.
I can put it in my githeri and take it. In
Yeah.
githeri, it's very sweet.
Githeri sweet.
It's like you've put a stinging nettle thing, there's a fine, or you've put
something on it.
On it.
Yeah. It becomes even sweeter.
It makes Githeri sweeter.
Oh.
You can put it on your cereals on top.
Okay.
The key thing, don't cook moringa.
Oh.
Just sprinkle on it. On top.
The
After you have
thing.
served anything, that is when you put it.
All right. Okay. And then the last one.
Then we have green tea. Green tea, our green tea is whole. It is not processed. It is just the way it is from the farm,
leaves, yes.
the farm and dried. That's
okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it has a lot of many good minerals.
Okay.
So you boil it just like any other tea.
Just the way you
do black tea.
But
don't put milk.
Okay.
Even if you put milk, it will not turn color. It remains like milk.
It remains white.
But when you do it strong tea, it will be like strong tea.
It will look like color. Green, or dark color.
Dark
okay.
color.
All right.
Cook until the leaves now open up and they are like sukuma wiki.
Okay.
Actually, people can serve thinking it is sukuma wiki.
Okay.
Yeah, but it is the
so
leaf.
you put it, you only boil and take as tea.
Boil and take as tea.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the dosage?
The dosage for a cup, 1 teaspoonful. Boil 1 teaspoonful.
For a cup?
For a cup.
Okay.
Yeah, 1 teaspoonful.
Okay.
And by the way, there's a way you can activate the ingredients in it, the minerals in it. If you boil green tea with tangawizi, ginger, you boil with the ginger.
Yeah.
And then when you sieve it into your cup, you add lemon. That is very good medicine.
Okay.
Very good medicine for other ailments.
Even
like
other
fatigue,
ailments,
stress, cardiovascular diseases. It's a very nice tea.
Okay.
It relaxes your body as you sleep.
Okay.
Take in the morning.
Ginger and lemon.
Ginger and lemon.
Okay.
You boil it with the ginger. After you have sieved in your cup, now put lemon.
I also like reading a lot on these supplements and some of the leading challenges, health challenges. And I think I read in one of the papers that it can mess up the liver a little bit. I don't know how true that is. You know, Google is full of things. You are the expert.
It depends on which type of supplements.
Yeah.
Because
no,
these
the
are
green tea.
herbal.
The green tea.
Or the green tea.
The green tea alone. Yes.
The green tea alone.
I think I read something.
With the liver.
I don't know.
It works on the liver actually.
It helps the liver.
It helps the liver. Do you know green tea also burns fat, especially from around the liver? Yes.
Okay.
It is used by ladies for slimming, by the way, because it burns fat, but over a period of time.
Over a period of time.
Yes. So Google has a lot. That's why I told people to be very careful with Google, because there is good research and there is bad research. There is the good information, there is the bad information. There is the right information, the wrong information in the Google. That is why I said when you listen to your body, even as you go to the Google, you will know what you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, beautiful. All these products that you see here are very good for prostate health. And men, we really need to begin to call our sister Joyce Nzamalu, who is an expert and has done wide research on these things, to come to a place where you are licensed by Kenya Bureau of Standards. It looks like your research must be right and must be correct. So there's a number right now appearing on the screen. You can call her and then she will give you direction no matter which stage you are in, and if you have not suffering anything about your prostate, but you are above 40, then she will help you on how to remain healthy. Of very great concern also in this program is we are entering into the festive season, celebration and eating from one home to the other. Like when people go up country, you visit this angle, you eat again, you visit the other home, and you know that socializing. I really want you to take the rest of time to advise us on how to celebrate without messing ourselves.
Health-wise.
Health-wise.
Now, that is very tricky because festive season, people eat, they eat, and then they eat. We eat everything and everywhere.
Yeah.
Because like you've said, you're invited here, you go up country and you realize your uncle, they have not seen you for, they come,
they cook something for you.
Not even cook, they kill.
Yeah.
They slaughter something for you. They slaughter something for you.
Yes.
So there's a lot of eating and eating and eat. And by so doing, people, okay, it's a short season, but people eat throughout. Actually, people eat a lot in the morning, a lot in the lunchtime, a lot in the evening.
In the night, yeah.
From the time they are at home to the time they come back to town. So what we say, when you eat a lot and you realize maybe you need to keep fit or you need to come back to your normal. We have also supplements, by the way, that help us do that.
Okay.
Because when we sometimes we can eat and we choke the colon.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, with a lot of fat.
Yeah.
With a lot of fat. Because of that, it might be 1 week, but it can be detrimental afterwards.
Now, because you have mentioned fat, and somebody was telling us in another seminar that fat is the hardest meal to digest.
Yes.
Why would you not maybe inform the viewer about that?
It is. It is the hardest product to digest.
It takes like how many days?
Especially unsaturated fats.
Unsaturated fats.
Yes.
How long does it take to finally fully crush and digest the fat?
Sometimes it doesn't. And that is why it has to align itself.
Sometimes it doesn't.
And that is why it has to align itself on the colon.
Wow. Okay.
By the way, that is why colon cancer is so much prevalent nowadays.
Yeah.
The foods we are eating, they are fully processed. And that you realize somebody has eaten for 3-4 days and they have not moved their boils. They have not gone for a long call. What does that tell you? Where does that food go? It is assimilated along the wall of the colon. And by that's where we are getting a lot of colon cancer. Yes. So to help you after the festive season, you can call us, then we get you senna leaves. I don't know whether you know senna leaves.
Senna leaves, I think you introduced them the other time you were
senna
here.
Senna leaves are very good. It's senna tea. We call it senna tea.
Senna tea.
You eat, you boil it like just like green
also.
tea.
Okay.
And then it cleans the colon completely.
Empties everything. Pushes out everything. Wow.
Yes, it pushes out everything.
So I think everybody after this Christmas, you must be looking for senna leaves to make senna tea to cleanse your colon after we have eaten all this much. Yeah.
And not just this season. After like 3 months, you can do it quarterly. After 3 months, flush up your colon.
And those who have never, ever thought about their colon, how their colon is looking like.
Those are people who will stay and for 2-3 days they have not gone for a long call, and then when they go for the long call, they get very black stool. That dirt, dirt.
It has been accumulating.
By the way, senna tea, that is what they give people when they are going for colonoscopy. That is the tea you are given.
Okay.
You flush out everything so that as they do colonoscopy, that colon has nothing. Even the fats. So that they can
removed.
see clearly what the problem is.
Wow,
it's a very nice tea.
Okay, yeah.
Very good tea.
So the highest caution you give us on the food to eat, watch out on red meat.
Watch out what you eat. Watch out on red meat. And red meat is the most common food during the festive season.
Yes.
And alcohol. By the way, the things I mentioned for men, the red meat, the alcohol, those are things that are, and the dairies, the dairy things, those are the things that are very, very much common during the festive season. Another very key thing is ngano, the flour,
the wheat flour.
Wheat flour.
Yeah.
Wheat flour also, let us do it in moderation, not just in the festive season, but even after, because it has gluten. That is also very detrimental to the colon.
Okay.
Gluten is a very harmful product, a harmful kind of component. It's found in wheat mostly.
In wheat mostly.
In Ghana,
Okay. Wow. Joyce, you have really helped us so much, and we thank God for you and the wisdom that God has given you, and the research and the due diligence that you have employed. And my dear viewer, I just want you to know, if you lose your health, you have lost everything. You have lost everything. When you lose wealth, you have just lost something. But when you lose health, you lose everything. So let's take care of ourselves. And I'm glad that you've been together with us. And God bless you and keep you. And Merry Christmas. Celebrate responsibly. God bless you and bye-bye.